Hello. Give me one sec. My mic. Everything is tangled. Okay. Now give me another second because I did not mention in... Okay, there we go. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I can't find where anything went for some reason. Layton. Nope. Oh, this changed. This is broken. Hold on. Start. Let me put up something on my screen that, yeah, sure. You guys get to look at my Clip Studio Paint for a second. Is everyone cool with that? Is everyone cool with looking at Clip Studio Paint while I figure this out? That's normal. Broken. Ghost trick. Okay, I see what happened. I had the display capture up for some reason, and I don't know why. Alright. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, long Gavin. Oh, right, for some reason it doesn't show up. I was staring at this like, where did it go? Oh, okay. Hello. Oh god, this is so loud for me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Versus. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I was talking to my friend who finally just watched all of the James Somerton stuff. Yeah, no, the beginning of this game is really loud, and then it gets quiet. I'm gonna let it see. We're gonna have to see. For some reason, the menu music gets real loud. Why the fuck do they do that? Let me see if it turns down or if I'm gonna have to fix it. Because I've seen that every single time I load up. Okay, it's still a little loud. That's better. Let me know if it's still too loud. Yeah, but especially the opening. The opening of this game is as loud as... It's like the loudest thing ever. But yeah, my friend Sarah finally watched it, and then all of the supplemental videos, and then we had to explain stuff, so I was very caught up in explaining that. The music fucks, but the levels are a little off, and it does blow my ears out a little bit every single time. Alright, who is this? Who is this? Is this Luke? This doesn't sound like Luke. Because I thought it was Maya and Luke writing these, but I'm like, is this Luke? This sounds more like Herschel. Yeah, I guess this one's Herschel. Like, I was like, this is incorrect. Whatever this is, it's weird. Okay. Where is my guy? I think my guy's in the other room. I'll grab him later if I need him.
And so Miss Cantabella stood in court under suspicion of being a witch. Thankfully, a young baker, or should I say a young defense attorney named Mr. Wright, was able to prove her innocence. However, she soon found herself under yet another accusation. Miss Cantabella was believed to be the great witch Bezella. It is imperative we pool our efforts together to assist her in any way possible.
I think that was him. Weird. Strange. Very weird. Yeah, that was definitely Layton, but I didn't actually think he narrated any parts of it. Does Phoenix narrate one? Because it would make sense if, like, all four of them had ones to narrate, but I really thought it was just Maya and Luke for some reason. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Phoenix voice. How you elude me every single time I have to do a Phoenix voice. Delightful. I have no idea what his voice is. It'll probably change next time he shows up too. An old wooden bench that many woodworms would call home if they could speak.
Those awaiting trial sit here on these uncomfortable worn-out benches. Chairs, but I'd rather stand. That bench is bristling with splinters.
Maybe this bench is a torture tool. Shall we try it out on you, Nick? Thank you, Maya. Yeah, it's been a few weeks for me, so I'm a little like, what were we doing? I know we have to go see everyone, but you know. So many candles, and yet it's so dark in here. Let's light some more. What's a little arson?
The ceiling may catch fire. The chandelier is very simple compared to the great archives.
You know, the candle maker must be the richest person in town. Good observation, Phoenix. Maya does crave violence. This is so true. Sorry, Cole came in. No, you're fine. I should have said something, but my brother came in and told me I needed to brush my dog's teeth, and I was like, could I have done this like 15 minutes ago? Please? Yeah, I had to explain. Who was I explaining this to? I think I was explaining the localization to like Haley and Nella when I was with them the other weekend. Because I was like, yeah, I mean, in the localization, we're in Japanifornia, and like all of the people who are not from Japanifornia are from Germany, but I am fairly certain. I think I said that they were is it in Japan? In the original, they're from the United States. It's something like that. I'm tired right now. And Haley and Nala were like, they're not from Germany? That was like, yeah, no, they're from like the US. They're just like US American. For some reason, they were like, yeah, US Americans are gonna dress like that. And everyone was like, yeah, sure. Anyway, yeah, localizations are wild. I think I've told some people this, but once my brother like watched a video on like the localization of Ace Attorney or something, and came and he was talking to me, and he was like, I didn't realize that in the original, all the time Maya talks about hamburgers, it's like ramen. And I was like, yeah, obviously it doesn't work as much for German. No, it really doesn't. It's kind of, oh, worsties. Oh no, he broke. Oh no, I forgot how broken Citra is for me. I can see Inquisitor Barnum over there. Okay, which means that woman standing next to him must be... Oh, this is brutal.
Hi, Inquisitor Darklaw. They look so serious. It might be difficult to butt in. Perhaps we should wait until they finish their conversation.
I have no idea what my Barnum voice was, so you know, fuck it. We have prepared for the questioning of Bella Cantabella. She's in the Death Knell dungeon. Would you like to see her now? Barnum, I intend to leave the questioning of the girl to you. I am not speaking to her. But if she is indeed the Great Witch, shouldn't the High Inquisitor be there? It is not necessary that I be present, and I have much faith in your abilities. Understood. I will not let you down. I intend to visit the scene of the crime. I fucked that one up. Tripped over it real bad. You take care of things here while I'm away. The scene of the crime? You mean? That's right. It's unlikely that there are any clues left there. Anyway, the questioning is yours, Barnum. I don't want it. Can you imagine having a conversation with someone and they just pull out a giant sword and you're just like, okay, I understand that, like, that's the life she's living, but like, I'd be like, can we all step back? Can we take a step back away from each other before we start drawing like sharp weapons? Yes, milady. Ah, fuck.
It looks like they've finished talking.
Luke is on several boxes right now.
Inquisitor Barnum?
How did you get in here?
Sorry, sir. We didn't intend to eavesdrop. The door was open.
Inquisitor Barnum, there is something we'd like to ask you.
I've no time right now. You'd best leave.
He's gone. He vanished like a ghost.
Gone to question a speller. It would appear that we have to find what we need to know from the High Inquisitor.
Oh, wait, let me, now that we've kind of wrapped that conversation. Yes, I did see JJ. And I shared it on the Zine account. Yes. Maybe not about the plot. I love thinking about the Versus characters. They're all so fucked up. This game really fucked, like, so many people over. They're all super broken. Like, are y'all good? I know the answer is no, but, you know. I think about them constantly. Like, Jesus Christ. What the hell, Arthur? Couldn't you have just, like, fucked up some robots instead, like Flora's dad? Like, there was no need to get all of these people involved in this. These people didn't need to be involved in your weird, like, I won't bring my daughter to therapy moment. You could have done anything different, but you were like, what if I got children involved? What if people were born in my weird, fucked up ethical experiment instead of me and my daughter going to therapy? Honestly, JJ, all the time, like, very consistently, very, very consistently, I forget that Arthur Cantabella is not dead. So, I was fully about to be like, oh, ghost ship, but he's not dead. He's just not dead. Like, I killed him in one of my fics, but, you know, in canon, he's still kicking. Weirdest writing choices of all time, that weird-ass ending. Yeah, for the ship because we deserve it. And also, Ninji, do not apologize. Thank you so much for purchasing a zine. And if anyone else is watching, if you're watching whenever this VOD is up, yeah, there are zines for this game. They're little zines. They're fun. They're cute. I helped mod it. And it's Labyrinthia zine. That's the name. It's available. You should buy it. That's my pitch. This one is cheap because it's significantly less merch than most projects, and it's about half the size. A lot of zines usually are in the $80 page range, but this one is only like 45, which is actually longer than I thought it was gonna be, but don't worry about it. Hello, Hannah. Welcome. I'm also trying to make some zines of mine, like, cheaper because we don't need to be doing all that. Not for every project. I like doing all that, but, like, we don't always have to be doing all that, you know?
There's a splendid writing quill. His Dark Lord is taking very good care of that quill. It looks good as new.
Oh, did she? Fascinating. How'd that go? I don't think my parents entirely understand them still, despite the fact that I'm working on them constantly. A normal-looking painting. It feels like it doesn't belong here.
It's a landscape painting of a house by the lake, surrounded by beautiful red flowers. I wonder if it's a real place somewhere in Labyrinthia.
Nothing to say, Phoenix? I want your art opinions. I want Phoenix to tell me some mean shit about this art.
It's the kind of chair you can sit in all night long and not fall asleep. The chair is elegant and of high quality, but not extravagant.
Your comments are not half as smart as the professor's, Nick. Wow. What a pretty lady! With a ruthless face and a scary sword ready to cut someone's head off.
It may symbolize the Inquisitor's harsh but just judgment.
Hannah, I forgot I needed to do that. I am always very busy and forgetting things. Could you DM me that you need me to do that for you? Thank you. I completely forgot that I had to tell you how much money you owed me. Oh. If it helps, I'm doing a Layton zine in 2025. Does that help anyone? Does that help literally anyone? I have all the socials, and about every 2 weeks I go on and I click through everything and make sure that nothing has been eaten because Instagram will eat them. I was gonna do it. I remember I asked, like, I polled the thread. I polled the thread and I was like, do you guys think I should do it before the new game comes out or after? And we were all like, after. That makes the most sense if we announce it around the game coming out, because then you have the hype and people can play it. And then if they want to, they can make content for it, but they don't have to. And I was like, cool. And this was when we still thought it was coming out in 2024, but now I'm committed to both having it after the game and taking a little bit of a break. And by that, I mean, not that much of a break. I'm like technically still working on projects, just significantly fewer. I haven't played your Sycamore dating sim yet. I'm going to when I have time. But guess what? I am back to shipping zines tomorrow. I'm back to shipping more zines tomorrow. So. This one is PGO yearbook. This is pre-orders.
It may symbolize the Inquisitor's harsh but just judgment.
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Labyrinthians seem to be fond of statues. They put them everywhere.
Did the British government give them like a statue budget? Like, come on. Phoenix, can you say something mean about art for me, please? Comment on the statues. Comment on the painting. So many memos. Magic crime is on the rise from the looks of it. Oh, it's also a robot? Fantastic.
Does Mr. Barnum really need all these notes? Maybe he's just a hoarder.
Aww. A picture of smiling Barnum with his doggy. They look cute together. You know what? Point. They did have to. A drawing of someone's scary face. Barnum has a gift for caricatures. That's Inquisitor Darklaw. And the picture looks like it's used for dagger throwing practice. I fucking love this note because this little detail, because there's something like patently hilarious about like having like a dartboard with someone's face on it, but you're sharing an office with that person. Like, it's very funny. It's really funny. It's really, really funny.
I hope Mr. Barnum and Miss Darklaw have a good work relationship.
They don't. That's Barnum's armor. It makes quite an impression. He looks like a rooster.
It must be difficult to walk in heavy armor like that, but imagine the heat in the summer. The armor and cape are made from the finest materials, far better than what regular knights wear. Professor, there's a bone on the carpet. You like bones, don't you? A single bone, meaningfully placed beside the Inquisitor's desk. That look smells like a puzzle.
Yeah, good puzzle, guys. Does Barnum use his own desk to practice swordplay on? It's badly damaged. That's how I feel about desks sometimes. You know when you're at work and you're like, oh, fuck this, and you just kind of attack your desk with a sword? It's amazing that this desk hasn't collapsed yet. It's full of cracks, and bits are chipped off. Oh, absolutely. He's absolutely licked bones. That's just how it is. That's just what they do.
What a stark contrast with the tidy desk on the other side of the room. It reminds me of my own. All these notes and documents piled up on the desk. The Inquisitors have a lot on their plates too.
Also, JJ, them having a polite combo and then him throwing a knife at her face is really, really good. From Frigid Melody? Oh, that's, yeah, I don't think, I'm still not allowed to read that one, am I?
So, are you?
No.
You are the High Inquisitor.
No, you said I could, I just don't have time. From the way you talk, one would think we had already met. We have!
I'm certain we have never met before.
But we have! Hi, Nante, what do you mean there's more of this game? Also, like, all of you are different greens right now, so if I'm fucking up your name, if I fuck up your name, it's because, literally every single one of you on my screen is a different shade of green. How would we have finished this, Nate? Genuinely, how would we have finished this one? No, someone just, like, died. I don't actually remember when the last time you saw it, but yeah. Oh no, don't worry, Hannah. You are also green. You are almost the exact same shade green as Nate. Nate's a little bit darker.
I'm certain we have never met before, but I did have the opportunity of seeing you at the Storytellers Parade.
Oh, do they not realize that she was the person in the cart with them? But, like, she has a very distinct silhouette. He has to know. Hi, girl! Hey, girl.
That's right, Professor. During that parade, she was standing right next to the storyteller.
The storyteller? Isn't he the one who,
He's known as the creator in this town.
Okay. I love this game so much. It does drive me nuts that Phoenix and Maya have been here longer and had the hallucinogenic ink situation done to them, and they still don't seem to know what's going on. Because, like, she straight up just kidnapped them for no reason. Like, unlike Layton and Luke, she did not grab them because, like, she needed them to do stuff. So it does drive me a little nuts how much they don't know what's going on when they really probably should know what's going on. Hannah, if I ever had time to read 300,000 words again, I would. I don't even have time to watch, like, the 6 episodes of the anime you told me to watch. Like, the reason the reason I'm not actually sure about that is because so many other people seem to know them that, like, they had to, like, hallucinate a bunch of people also, which maybe that is really fast, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I would have, like, waited a second before also introducing the professor and Luke into there. The logistics, they confuse me. I still can't tell how much time has passed since the trial. So, any person who gets to stand by his side has to be someone important, right? Did you all just come here to stand around speculating? If so, there's a quiet cell in the dungeon which has just become vacant. You can speculate all you want in there.
Just a moment, Miss Darklaw. We have come here to talk to you.
Talk to me.
That's right. It's about this trial. We'd like to ask you about it.
Inquisitors do not make a habit of discussing the details of trials with just anyone.
Just anyone? We, or in particular he, acted as a speller's attorney. That is hardly just anyone.
Also, I love how, like, for a little bit we were, like, in the Layton perspective where you have, like, the sprites popping up on each side. But now we're much more in the Ace Attorney perspective, and I think it's purely because they didn't feel like popping people up for this conversation over and over again. I think they were just like, fuck it, we could just look at Eve. That's me, alright. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, you're the one. You're the knight of the court who opposed Inquisitor Barnum, aren't you? I received a detailed report. Yes, indeed. Most interesting. She's like, I did not expect this when I kidnapped this dude. So what would you like to know? Isabella was proven innocent at the last trial. Despite that, she's now been accused of being Bazella, even though there's no decisive evidence to support that claim. Just a moment. Before we discuss that, there's one thing I need to make clear. While it's true that you acted as Isabela's defender in the last trial, that does not necessarily mean to say you will be defending her again. What do you mean?
Just because the trial is different, that doesn't change the fact that I'm her attorney.
The charges against Isabella Cantabella is of the gravest nature.
You mean the charge that she's the Great Witch Bezella?
What makes you think the accused wants you to defend her again?
Does that mean if Isabella doesn't ask Nick to defend her again, then he can't request to be her defense attorney?
Correct. The Great Witch Bezella is the source of all other witches. Her defender could, by their own words, place themselves in great danger.
Knowing Isabella's kind nature, I don't think she'd want to subject anyone to that risk. That's why she kept quiet earlier. ...
from Layton over here.
However, Isabella is at this very moment undergoing questioning, is she not?
Without a lawyer!
And there's a possibility that she may be cleared of the suspicion of being a witch. That's right, there can't possibly be enough evidence of Isabella actually being a witch. So how could anyone prove she is?
Just how well do you people really think you know Isabella? Certainly not as well as I do.
Eh?
On what grounds can you say that she's not a witch, or that there's no evidence?
Why did you put it there?
I'd be glad to have you explain that to me.
That's not fair. More ... from Layton. Isabella, Bezella. Why do I have an at? What is this for? Is this relevant to me? Oh, no, I'm not helping out a Genshin Impact scene. That has nothing to do with me.
We are certainly not experts when it comes to the Great Witch Bezella. So could you perhaps tell us more about this particular witch?
She's like, I should have given you those memories. It would make my life easier.
To begin with, is the Great Witch not just a figure of legend?
The Great Witch Bezella
That's just not correct.
The Great Witch Bezella does exist. That is a fact accepted by all of the townsfolk. In the past, the Great Witch Bezella used her evil power to burn the entire town.
Did that work? Perfect.
She burned the town. Professor, we saw that witch in the picture in the library. She was burning the town.
If the Great Witch Bezella uses her powers, this town could burn again, as it did long ago. We have to capture Bezella before that can happen.
But there's no way Isabella could ever do something like that.
One thing I'd really like to know is why Isabella, of all people, is suspected of being Bezella. It can't just be the rhyme. It cannot just be the rhyme. That can't be it. It's just the rhyme? Fuck.
No worries, JJ. Have a good early morning. And have a good night.
Of course, there is one reason.
One reason?
Can I know it?
I love, it kind of makes sense, to have these, what should I ask about ones in Ace Attorney, when, you can do other things, you can just leave, but it's really funny when it happens in this game or in other Layton games, and it's I can't leave the conversation. Can you just, continue it instead of adding a new little subject line? I have to sit here and talk to you. There's no other choice. You could have just continued talking about it.
From what you've told us so far, it seems there's something about Isabella that we do not know yet. Something which makes the townsfolk, and you, believe that she is the Great Witch Bezella. Could you tell us what that reason is?
That's something you will have to investigate. As the High Inquisitor, do you think it would be in my best interest to provide you with that information?
Oh, please! If you could just tell us a little more!
I don't have to tell you anything. If you really want to know, find out for yourselves.
Then at least let us see Isabella.
So, Inquisitor Barnum is questioning Isabella right now, is that right?
Yes, he is. So seeing her tonight would be difficult. Try coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Alright, fine. We'll try again tomorrow.
That we will.
I can't believe Phoenix didn't go. I am currently her lawyer. I should be there while she's being questioned. Come on.
I hope you all realize how this will look to the people of this town.
Hiccups?
When they see you all supporting the persons expected of being the Great Witch Vizela.
When it comes to rescuing Isabella, I'm not worried about what people think.
And I feel the same way as Mr. Wright.
That is what I was hoping to hear. At the very least, you should investigate. And I pray I don't see disappointment in your eyes the next time we see. And I pray I don't see disappointment in your eyes the next time we meet. Now, if you will excuse me.
Goodbye.
Hey, Nick. I was thinking. We've met her before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. In that trial back in England.
Huh? Then who on earth is she?
I'm not entirely sure. But at the time, she was a teacher for a boarding school for girls. Maya is like, could be a clone. Could be a twin. We don't know.
Was she indeed? It would seem Labyrinthia is packed full of puzzles. I love a puzzle. And this is one puzzle that I would really like to solve. Okay then, leave it to me. I'll give it my best shot. Where shall we begin? While I appreciate your enthusiasm, Luke, I wonder if it might be better to first return to the bakery. Mrs. Eclair is no doubt worried about us. We should let her know the situation.
Right. We need to tell her about the trial.
I have a feeling that's not going to go too well.
I think you did very well, Mr. Wright. I'm sure she'll understand.
She's like a mother to Isabella. She must be worried sick about her.
Okay, everyone, let's bet back and tell her everything. ... from Mr. Layton.
How the court proceedings went, and the way the townspeople reacted. Isabella, it would seem you do indeed have a secret.
Fade to black. High Inquisitor Darklaw. The manner and speech of the mysterious woman accompanying Inspector Barnum allude to her high status. Mr. Wright and Miss Fay seem to have heard of her. Who on earth could she be?
Standing alongside the storyteller during the parade indicates her high standing and the power she wields.
Great. Drink time. Give me 1 second. This drink has chewy bits.
Phew, I feel like it's been a while since we've been out here in the fresh air. Indeed, shall we head back to the bakery?
No, it is called Mogu Mogu, and it is apple juice and nata de coco, which is like, it's kind of like the jelly you get in boba. Like if you go to like a milk tea place and they have like, I think it's coconut jelly. But it doesn't really taste like coconut. It's, where is this from? Is this from Thailand? Well, I can tell you it's imported from New Jersey. It's from Thailand. Yeah, we got it, I think, at the Filipino store. But yeah, I'm a big fan. How dare you? How dare you? Did I add a for him? In the last few minutes? Did I add a I think I did. Oh my god, I forgot about this part.
Yikes!
little guy. Whoa, he's one frisky little puppy.
He's that cute little guy, huh? You're just begging to be petted, aren't you, boy? Good boy, good little doggy. See, look, Nick, he's so happy. He's showing his teeth like he's smiling.
I'm not so sure dogs show their teeth when they're happy.
Don't be such a spoil sport. Come on, try petting him.
All right, let me give this a shot. Come on, here, boy.
Mr. Wright, don't pet him. Huh?
Ah! Ow! Oh.
I guess even cute little puppies have a bite worse than their bark. Are you all right, Mr. Wright? I tried to warn you.
You actually do have to get that looked at because I do not. Hey, Phoenix, did he break skin? Because if he broke skin, I don't know if Constantine is up to date on his rabies shots, but like, you know, we should check that. We should get that checked out.
Well, I guess you can't always judge a dog by its looks.
As someone who has gotten bit by a dog, it fucking sucks. I actually still have a scar because I worked with dogs for a bit, and one of the Rottweilers one day when we were trying to get him in his collar bit me through my coat. Luckily it was more of a puncture, so I didn't need to get stitches, but there is still a scar, and you can kind of see the mouth line on my arm. So yeah, can we get this guy some medical attention? Can we get a rabies shot? Did we break skin? One. If we didn't, can we get this guy some rabies shots? Because we gotta get this guy some medication.
He may look cute, but what he was saying wasn't cute at all.
Well, what do you mean? By what he was saying, Luke? How come you get to keep your fun power, but I don't get to mention mine?
Yours is more confusing, Miss Faye. That's right. Luke can understand what animals are saying.
Wow, that's amazing! I definitely can't do anything cool or magical. It's like magic! Whoa! Luke, you have magic powers just like the witches do. I have nothing to add to this conversation.
Well, given the current circumstances, I'm not so sure that's a good thing.
I wish I could talk to animals. I'd love to talk to a puppy, or even to Aspella's cat, Eve. I can only, talk to dumb dead people. What am I supposed to do with that? Say hi to my sister every so often? Okay, but, that's not a squirrel.
The puppy way of talking reminded me a lot of Inquisitor Barnum. He said something like, "I'll only say this once, Sir Blue Knight. I, Constantine, do not permit you to stroke me." Or words to that effect.
So the dog's name is Constantine, huh? How would the dog do proper nouns and barks?
Perhaps that could have been Inquisitor Barnum's dog. I'm sure of it. He ran off in the direction of Inquisitor's Fall. Maybe he's going to meet his master.
That dog is just like his owner. Constant. Constantly barking, constantly biting Nick, and constantly adorable. Wait, what? That dog is just like his owner. Constant. I guess she's saying that he's just constant, but it does make it sound like she's saying that Barnum is constantly barking, biting Nick, and being adorable.
So, Maya, you mean you really believe in my ability?
Trust me, Luke. When it comes to people and their special abilities, nothing surprises me. I have a few myself, you know. We are not going to get into great detail of it in this video game. Okay then, let's get back to the bakery. Come on, Nick, let's go. I guess so. I think I've been bitten enough for one day. By dog. And by his owner. I know what he means, but Phoenix, please! Phoenix! What a weird thing to say. Bloop. Bloop. Bloop.
It's very dark there. It should not be dangerous, but we had better be careful.
To think that a big forest like that's just outside the town.
Do you think this forest is infested with witches?
There's a sizable candle inside. It can probably last all night. Damn. Lots of candles we're going through.
The stone lantern's design is quite to my liking. Who put that here? It totally doesn't match the style of anything else in this town.
Luke is like, can I get the props master? Can I get the props master in here? This is the wrong era. This is the wrong era. This isn't the right. This isn't right. This is actually about 30 years too early for the rest of this stuff. I need a new stone lantern thing.
Pretty, huh? Now try coming here at night on your own. That lone lantern
It would be a scary sight. Maya's like trying to give Phoenix nightmares. Listen, I think I should kill Arthur Cantabella. The letters on the signpost are so worn out by the elements that it's almost impossible to read them.
This way goes to the courthouse, that one to the shopping district. What about that other one? Let's find out where the path leads some other time.
The professor is like, can we all focus for a second? ADHD squad over here is getting, like, very distracted. Oh no, Patty. I don't remember your voice.
Phoenix? Maya, why are you back so late?
Yeah. Sorry we're so late. It's just that.
Well, we, about Espella.
What are you two looking so glum about? I was so surprised.
Huh?
Just how it is it? No. Just how is it that you could do such a brilliant job as a defender? It was wonderful the way you proved Espella innocent. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Not at all. No need to thank me. After all, Espella is still...
I know, Phoenix.
Oh, were you watching the trial?
I certainly was, Maya. There's no reason for you to look so glum. The way you stood up to the Inquisition. In all my life, I've never seen anything like it. That outstretched arm, that pointing finger. It was truly a sight to behold, Phoenix.
Boss.
That's why I'm not all that worried.
Huh?
Because I believe in you, Phoenix. And I know you'll rescue Espella again. You will rescue her, won't you?
I will. I'll be there for her, no matter what. Right to the very end.
That's a promise now, you hear. Now then, you must both be tired after all you've been through. You must have a good rest, and that means you two gentlemen as well. Oh, do you mean us? Of course, why? Blah, blah, blah. If it hadn't been for you two, Phoenix couldn't have done what he did. Thank you, madam. Perhaps I should bring out another extra large loaf for our young apprentice. No! I mean, I'm fine, really. But thanks for the offer.
Nick, we have to give it all we've got, for the boss's sake.
You've got that right.
It might be difficult to rest after right. It might be difficult to rest right after a trial like that. But tonight, perhaps we should all try to get a good rest, as Mrs. Sinclair suggests.
I agree, Professor.
Tomorrow's a new day after all.
Let's go inside then. If we don't take that rest, we won't be able to do our best tomorrow. I hope Isabella is able to rest for tonight as well.
Oh, Patty.
Yeah, ADHD squad versus autistic professor. Oh, big stretch from this fucking guy.
There's a butcher next to the fishmonger. It's still open. Extended open hours. That's convenient. Do you think they take pounds and pennies? I think we've all got a bit hungry. We seem to be noticing only food.
Ugh, fucking mood. There is a recipe for chocolate mousse, I think, on Tumblr that is literally like heavy whipping cream, sugar, and cocoa powder. And I've been thinking about it for weeks, and I have heavy cream. I just have to like I'd have to whip it. And I am always trying to decide if I should do it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will after stream. Weird thing to do at midnight, but you know.
Ooh, phosphorescent anglerfish. And that would be octopus over there. It looks belligerent and ready to spray with potential buyer with ink. They've sold out most of their products today.
Ooh, strawberry buttercream. That sounds good. I don't have any suggestions for what you should do with it. You could always just like make a vanilla cake. Right?
Well then, let's all turn in for tonight now that we've all talked about food and being hungry.
Oh, is this when Maya and Luke sneak out? Hold on, I'm drinking something.
Is that you, Maya?
Hey, Luke. What's the matter? Can't sleep?
I kind of woke up, but then I guess you did too, right? You're worried about Isabella, aren't you?
Yeah.
After all, you were living here together.
She must be like a member of the family. How fucking long have these two been here? Can I please get a confirmation of the fucking timeline, guys? Can someone tell me how long it's been? Fuck.
But you and Mr. Wright found yourselves here in Labyrinthia. Just like me and the professor, didn't you?
Seems that way. Even though we've supposedly been living here for 5 years now. But those memories didn't exactly turn out to be real. It's very confusing. I've got no idea how I even had that kind of memory in the first place. On top of that, even the boss seemed to have the exact same memory of us. She's done so much to take care of us. Hypothetically, maybe. When I think about it, I can't help but feel like we were deceiving her, you know?
I don't think you have any reason to feel that way, Maya. It's not your fault that your memories have changed. And even if the memories are different, I'm sure your feelings for Missy Claire and Isabella are real.
I don't remember if I said this in a stream or in a chat, but I wish there were more post this game fics about like, or in-game fics about like Isabella, Phoenix, and Maya, because they all have like, I mean, and also Patty, but they have like several years of memories of being friends, and they're like, this is all fake, but we have these memories that still feel relatively real, and that is very interesting to me. But I don't think there's many exploring that specific like phenomenon. I don't actually think there's that many of like Isabella and Phoenix, like just like those two and Maya, if that makes sense. I don't think there's that many of those two and Maya. Wow, I did a shit fucking job cropping this. Did I mess it up somehow when did I move one of these? Sorry, I realized how off it was, and now it's bothering me immensely. I did so bad with this. Sorry, I'm fixing this like a tiny bit. That's a little better. That's less cropped. Sorry about that. I just noticed the lines on the edge and I was gonna lose it. Just gotta shift things around a little. Don't mind me. Yeah, I mean, I understand that not as many people write for just like this one game, but like, you know, I think about it a lot. Thinking about it a lot. I have thoughts, I have feelings, and I have questions. And my question is, why are we always killing Brenda and Clark? What did they do to you? Why are we always making Luke an orphan via drowning? What's up with that?
You are so right, Luke. Thanks, Luke. I feel way better now.
Not at all. It's nothing.
Ninji, Hannah and I have this AU where Clark is forced to go along for Azran. I think about it all the time because it's really good as the thing, because I was like, I think people forget this kid has parents if they know that he has parents. And hey, it's, first of all, it's really good and funny, and second of all, I drafted like 3 pages of a comic and I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this, so I'm not going to share it with anyone. But Hannah, that exists because I couldn't help myself. I couldn't stop thinking about that AU because it's so funny. I love putting Clark in situations where he's just deeply uncomfortable. He just doesn't want to be there. And I think it's very funny to force Luke to have parental supervision on this grand adventure. I also have lots of other thoughts, but it's a lot to get into. I have a lot. It's a lot to get into.
Alright, I'm gonna try real hard and get my beauty sleep. I'll be up faster than you can say goodnight.
I just called my mother and I'm quitting my job. I can't tell if you're joking or not, JFK. Welcome to the stream? Okay, we're not joking? Is everything good? I don't know what your job was. Oh, I don't know if I know what your job was before. Is everything okay? / I'm sorry. / congratulations. I'm not sure what energy to bring to this conversation, and I'm very sorry. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, congratulations! Congratulations on not having to do that. And I'm sorry they did that because that was deeply unfair. You should never have to do math against your will. You should never have to.
I'm not so sure beauty is achieved by sleeping, or that sleep is something you can try at all. But I'm definitely ready for sleep.
Except for now, not going to sleep.
Maya, did you just say something?
Me? I didn't say anything.
But I'm sure I heard something. Maybe it was from outside.
I wonder what it was.
Let's go and have a look, Luke. Fuck sleep.
Drafting emails. I'm so sorry. Email drafting is the worst.
Hey, isn't that Patty over there?
It looks like she's searching for something.
Oh, wait, I don't think Ninji knows this, and I actually don't know if JFK knows this either. When I was with Haley and Nella for New Year's, I stayed with them for a few days. We were just watching anime openings. I don't know why. We were just watching anime openings one night. We were just going through them on YouTube. And I was like, hey, can you put on the Layton anime opening? Because I don't know anything about it other than it is weirdly long. And Nella was like, yeah, sure, we'll put it on. And we sat there and watched it and we went, this isn't a very good opening. And then Ernest showed up on screen and I went, oh, that's the big bad. And Nella looked at me and went, I don't believe you. And I was like, I mean, I don't believe me either. Hannah, I can tell you that I had actually already seen that design. I had already seen that design. I saw it because, one, someone used an emote of it in the Randley zine server. Someone used an emote with him, so I saw that. Nice. The critical context that we got lost. Nice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get lost. Oh, sorry, I have something in my eye and I'm trying to not have something in my eye. 1 second. I was about to start reading and then I was like, wait, I can't do this. Ugh. God. Alright.
Eve? Go? Eve? Goodness me, where could that cat have gone? She doesn't normally go wandering off at this time of night. I suppose you're worried about Espella too, aren't you? Espella. I wonder what she's doing right now. Is she crying herself to sleep? Don't worry, Espella. You've got friends here, and we're going to make sure you come home to us safely. And when you do, we'll all sit down and have a nice dinner together. Boss, she's worrying so much about Espella. She looks so sad. She really does. This must be so hard for her.
Maya's like, shit,
The only job I've ever had was fake. I have no experience to put on a resume. Maya, I've got a great idea. Let's go and find Eve for her. If Eve still isn't back by the time Espella comes home, she'd miss her for sure, and Mrs. Eclair could relax a little too.
Luke, you're a little genius. Let's go and find Eve for Espella and Patty. But I wonder where she could have gone.
We'll probably find her quicker if we ask around a bit. Eve is easy to recognize. She looks quite distinctive and has that scarf around her neck. I'm sure someone must have seen her.
Correction. You're not just a little genius. You're a super mega huge genius.
It's nothing. I mean, I am the professor's apprentice.
Let's get this show on the road. How about we start by looking around the town center?
Right you are, Maya. We'd better take care since we'll be in the streets at night. Don't worry though. If anything happens, you can rely on me. It's the job of every gentleman to protect a lady. Let's go, Maya.
As the grown-up here, I can't help but feel it should be me who's doing the protecting. You're both babies.
Yeah, I do know where everyone lives. I honestly tend not to remember, but I technically have a lot of people's addresses. I have to go back and purge like all of them, but you know, from the projects that wrapped up at the end of last year. Oh right, we have not read like a bunch of these. We'll read them later. We'll read them maybe next time. That is not town center. Oh, that's town center. Fuck. Shit.
The stray cat sleeps here during the day but disappears at night.
Maybe it left because it found the ultimate barrel, and this one just doesn't compare anymore.
If it was still here, I could have asked about Eve.
That's all fucking Cheryl is good for in Catriel. Literally nothing else.
She's not in the fountain. I thought you could have gone for a swim.
Cats generally hate water, but there may be some that do like it.
I thought there was something else here, but now I don't remember.
seem to be really into helms, Miss Maya. I thought you could only get this enthusiastic about food.
Well, they're the coolest headgear. Let's get one for the professor. He'll love it.
I don't think he will. Let's ask him first.
Stop looking down at your feet or you won't notice the world around you.
But we're looking for ease, so we should keep our eyes on the road.
I can't remember exactly where I'm supposed to go. I do think there's something that happens here, right? A bell this large can probably be heard throughout the whole town.
Do they ever ring it though? Miss Maya, have you heard it?
Have you heard the bell? No, maybe it's broken? Have you heard the bell? Aren't you tired, Luke? Why don't we take a short break?
I'm not a little boy, I can walk, and I'm not tired at all.
I thought you had to be here for something to happen. Maybe I didn't activate it with something else.
I hope Eve didn't get inside.
Even she wouldn't be able to sneak in unnoticed with those guards around. My bad. I guess we didn't have to go there right now.
Maya, don't you get those urges to open up all the boxes and see what's inside?
Maybe we could build a cat fort for Eve with all these crates and boxes. I used to come here with Nick. He'd carry the water pots and I'd cheer him on. Maybe. Did we actually do that? I don't know. Hello? Anyone home? Can I interest you in ordering fresh baked bread from the bakery?
You're so business-minded, Miss Maya. But maybe you shouldn't yell under people's windows at night.
The Great Archive. Think it's a nice place to work at? Maybe I should apply.
Julie said it's a paradise for book lovers.
Well, a bakery is paradise for bread lovers. I always wanted to chill at a trendy place like this.
It looks pretty pricey, but I guess we could step in for a bit if you want.
You're right. We need deeper pockets to be able to enjoy this place anyway. These tall buildings must be perfect for watching the parade. The view has to be stunning.
Look how wide the road is here, Mike. Maybe this area was designed especially for parades.
Alright, let's start talking to people. Oh shit. Make way, letters to be delivered.
Sorry?
Phew, okay, everything seems to be okay. What is it?
It's a little late in the evening to be delivering letters, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, it is. I'm the only courier in this town, which means I'm always busy, even at this time of day.
What? You're the only one? That must be tough.
So, what is it then? What can I do for you?
Oh, right. You haven't seen a black cat anywhere by any chance?
Black cat?
God, I forgot she did that.
I do believe I did. I saw it. The cat, I mean.
Wait, really? That's great! Can you tell us about it?
Well, I could, but I'm wondering, should I tell you for free?
Oh, we don't have any money on us, if that's what you mean.
No, not money. It's just, I'm kind of in a bind.
Hello?
I'm sort of not sure about where to take the next letter, I mean. Do you think you could help me with it?
If that's all that's troubling you, we'd be glad to help.
Puzzle! Finally! Oh, this one. Shit. Okay.
Red and blue letters are scattered all over the town, ready to be collected. Constantine's route stipulates that he turn left or right after certain letters, but it seems he's forgotten the route. Help Constantine remember his route around town so he collects every single letter. Rearrange the order of the letters in the list to alter the route. I was really bad at this one. Right, because you can't really, like, turn right. Okay, so this one is... No, that has to be red. Okay, straight, turn right. Left. Wait. I really have such a hard time with this one because I can't, like, see the instructions and draw it at the same time. Okay. Turn left. Is this one right? Nope. Yeah, this one I can see definitely being harder in a language that I am not 100% confident in. Fuck! I could not get this the first time either. I really just, a part of it is not having things to test with, so testing it this way. Turn right. Turn right. Turn left. Wait, what? Oh, I was facing the wrong direction. No, I'm not good at, like, rotating myself with these. Right? It's right, right, left, left, right. No. Right, right, left, 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 right. Okay. Two right. It's... That's not confusing at all. Okay, so it has to be blue first, so that's the right on blue. And you can't go right here, so you have to do right on... red. Left. Blue. Red. Red. Oh, wait. This is not, like, the best way to be doing this, okay? But, like, leave me alone. Or can it be?
No, 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 no. The... Ah, shit, no. No. Blue, red, turn left. Right. Right. Left. 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 Red. Oh, I think I got it. Yay! Good job, Constantine.
Let's give this answer a try. Check it out, Nick.
Huh. Wonderful.
Hi, that's amazing. Now I know where to go. Thanks.
A puzzle like that is a piece of cake, except for how long it took me.
Now then, a promise is a promise. Let me tell you about the cats. Although I didn't actually see it. The cat, I more heard it, or rather about it. The minstrel near the fountain was singing about a black cat.
Near the fountain? That's in the town centre, isn't it?
Right. Well, time's a ticking. Better get going. They supposed to live themselves, you know. Letters, I mean. Wow! That's a world-class sprint. Now that's determination. Come on, Luke. Put the pedal to the metal.
Hey, Maya, wait for me.
Okay, move to center. Ah, fuck.
Good evening, sir. There's something we'd like to ask you. Okay, what's the matter? You're a bit quiet this evening, aren't you?
I wonder what's up. A sore throat, maybe?
C'est la vie, c'est la vie. C'est la vie.
I have no choice but to retire. C'est la vie. Yikes. Alas, now a rival has up and appeared, so how can I sing when I'm so afeared? A simple bard just cannot compete with a rival that's strong, he cannot be beat.
Please calm down. What do you mean?
Oh, that bard, with a barret on his shoulder, wrapped in colours he couldn't be bolder. When he sings it is with such grace, he draws the eyes of all in the place. This bardly bard named Bardley, no bird sits on his shoulder, just so drably he can hardly compete with the bard who is bolder.
It would seem some amazing new rival has appeared, which is really wild since this mostly seems to be a closed circuit of a town.
Woe is me.
Well, for starters, you could try perking up a little.
Perking up. I need some colour to cheer up my day. I need some colour to replace the grey.
You need colour? Like crayons?
For example, bright colours such as these.
Puzzle. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I can do this. The stained glass window has been beautifully painted using 4 bright colors. Paint a similar stained glass window so that each neighboring color is different. Think carefully where each color should go. Okay, yeah, there's only one yellow. I should have started in a corner, shouldn't I? It's fine.
This is my answer.
Bloop!
Oh, let me do the next one too.
Sure thing, buddy. Sorry, I got a message and I was like, what's this? I think it's fine, but let me just check real quick. Okay. I don't understand one of the things on it, but it's fine. I'll ask later. Gorgeous. Dun, dun.
Look at this, Mr. Bartley. The colours are beautiful. Come on, cheer up. A minstrel isn't judged by appearances, he's judged by his songs. Alright. I'm certain there are many people who would love to hear your songs, Mr. Bartley.
Absolutely. I, for one, would love to hear more of your songs, probably.
Really?
Yes, really.
Really, truly? Yes, really, truly?
Oh, yes, you're right. Now I feel reborn. There's no reason for me to feel so forlorn. I shall sing to my heart's content, morn, noon, and night, and on and on and on. I won't give up without a fight.
Great job.
That's more like it. At least he's perked up enough to continue singing.
Yeah, too right. That's a relief.
In return for the cheer that you did bring, now more than ever I'll continue to sing.
You're very welcome, but we had a question.
Still, it seems like there's another minstrel somewhere in town.
Oh, kindly do, oh, what could it be? What brings you to Bardley? What would you ask of me?
Oh, I almost forgot what we were doing. I got distracted by the colours. Mr. Bardley, have you seen a black cat anywhere around here?
I've seen it, I've seen a black cat. Since you're asking, I'll sing about that. A beautiful black cat with fur so sleek, chased and chased ran to the main street. 3 knights gave chase, but it didn't last. The cat got away by running so fast.
Why the hell were the knights chasing a cat?
That's it, Luke. Eve must have gone to the main street.
Come on, Maya, let's go that way.
Yeah, he mentioned something about Eve being chased. We better hurry.
Do. That is not the right button. Bum, bum. Is Main Street down here? Oh, there was an arrow on it, wasn't there? Yeah, there was an exclamation point. That's fine.
If we don't hurry and find that cat, it'll get away from us. Come on, give me a break. Just how long do you intend to chase after a cat? If we don't get back to our post, the captain's going to blow his top. Even so, I'm sure that cat was a stray. Surely it's part of the code of chivalry to rescue people and animals without distinction. But we've done nothing but chase it around. Shish, why did you have to be in our squad? Fuck, I'm mad.
Did you hear that, Maya? Those knights are talking about a cat.
Yep, and I bet they're talking about Eve.
Let's ask them. Excuse me, sir. We're looking for a black cat. We overheard you talking about a cat.
We're looking for a black cat wearing a purple neck scarf.
Cat, you say? That must be... Hey, wait a minute. I thought those two were the ones.
I started yawning.
Who gave Inquisitor Barnum such a hard time at the trial? Ah, those are the ones, all right. They were with the defender. What business could you possibly have with us? Be off with you, or feel our wrath. I know nothing of this cat you seek.
Eh? But I heard you. You were talking about chasing a cat.
Yeah, I heard you too. You were worried about her escaping.
Even so, I don't know what I don't know, and I can't tell what I can't tell.
Come on, just tell us. We need to find her.
Angry squad.
You can ask as much as you like. But we know nothing, saw nothing, heard nothing.
Great job. Okay, 3 disgruntled knights claim to have seen Eve wander by down the street. Sadly, they are not very cooperative, and supplied a rather dubious set of clues. Use the map and the knight's clues to trace Eve's path through town, starting with the S and ending at the cat icon. Oh, I think I fucked this up the first time I did this. So, okay, we need to have one that goes through here. One that goes this way, I think. And one that turns this way. So... could it just be that? So right, we have that on, maybe?
Let's do it, Luke.
Oh! Also, I forgot they had things together.
We did it!
I forgot they had, like, little duo puzzle solving. Cat-tastic!
See nothing, heard nothing, know nothing, and we're not gonna Huh?
We've worked out where Eve is, Maya. And you know where she's going, don't you?
I sure do. It looks like she ran off toward the town square.
No, we didn't even tell you. How'd you work it out? Did you read our minds?
No, the answer was in the puzzle.
Say, shouldn't you be getting back before your captain goes ballistic?
Touché!
We're close to finding Eve, Luke.
Right, let's go and find her before she goes running off somewhere else.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I could really get used to this whole puzzle solving thing. There should be a sequel. You know, it's like the moment I saw the answer, it just felt so right. And I was right.
Hey, I was right too, you know. Anyway, let's go.
That's still not the right button.
It's you!
I love how often when people play this game, how easy it is to get convinced that Eve is the cat, like they're the same Eve. I love how easy it is to get to that point. I think it's really funny and fun. Funny and fun, you know?
Hi, Inquisitor Darklaw. Hey.
Oh, if it isn't you two. Isn't it a bit late for you to be out here strolling around?
Ooh. So what are you doing here anyway?
You seem a little different somehow.
Well. Aren't you quite the inquisitive ones? I'm the Inquisitor here, remember. Anyway, I happen to be on duty.
On duty? This late at night?
As long as there are witches in this town, there will always be crimes of magic, and I'm in charge of doing both.
She's like, I'm making the witches, I'm making the crimes, I'm putting the witches on trial, I'm doing everything. I haven't slept since I was 12.
I'm directing the Knight's inquiry into a certain incident involving this bell tower.
A certain incident?
Oh, right.
Fuck.
3 months ago, an alchemist residing not far from here was murdered. I am trying not to have any emotions about it whatsoever. Naturally, he was at the hands of a witch. I'm completely fine about this.
Did you say an alchemist? A witch murdered an alchemist using magic? That's terrible.
Indeed, it was a dreadful incident. And it is the only case to remain unsolved.
Maya's like, I fucking love BuzzFeed Unsolved. BuzzFeed Unsolved is fun.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? The only incident to remain unsolved.
That's the reason we are working on it through the night. Go home to the comfort of your beds. We wouldn't want you meeting a witch, now would we?
Hey, I'm no child, you know.
The Ouroboros. Yes, you did right. Yeah, that's correct.
That's we, Luke. I'm literally an adult.
We happen to be searching for a cat. It's a black cat called Eve.
Literally.
The case remains unsolved.
Eve?
Girlie's having a moment. She's having a fucking moment right now. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to solve my dad's fucking murder and there's a cat named Eve.
Hey, have you seen her?
I have seen no sign of any cat. Not around here.
Oh, really?
She has to be somewhere nearby. Come on, Luke, let's look around a bit more.
Yeah, right you are, Maya. Well, thank you, High Inquisitor Darklaw.
Maya Fey.
Yes? But what is it? Wait, that's weird. I don't remember telling you my name.
There are witches in the most unlikely of places. You must remain vigilant.
Okay.
Right.
What did she mean by that?
Hey, Maya, over here. I found Eve.
Maya's like, is she talking about... Does she know that I can channel dead people? Is that what we're talking about?
What's the matter? Come on.
Yeah, okay. I'm coming. God, it's so funny that he gets his own little stained glass window.
She's the High Inquisitor and leader of the Inquisition. Her stance on witches and witchcraft is strict, as is her attitude toward her subordinates.
Working alone relentlessly at night, she appears to embrace a hatred of witches. As yet, I do not know why.
If there is one thing I know about Shitakumi, it's that this guy fucks with the black cat with a little bandana. This guy fucking loves this design.
Eve, we found you. Finally.
I'm so glad you're safe. Isabella would be so upset if anything happened to you.
She sure would, Luke. She said that Eve is a real friend. Hopefully, the boss will feel better too when we get Eve back home.
I'm sure she will. Come on then, let's go back to the bakery.
I love Ghost Trick. Such a good game. Hannah, want to talk about objectively well-written games? Ghost Trick. I love how fucking large this cat is compared to Luke. Ugh.
That took us longer than I thought it was. I wonder if everyone's asleep, or if Patty got up to start baking bread for tomorrow already.
It's getting close to daybreak. We should enter quietly and try not to wake anyone.
I don't know. Tony's schedule is something that I am completely confused by, and I do not know when she plans to start streaming again. Because she has voice lessons on Tuesday, and I don't know how early that is the thing. But on top of that, I do want to say on top of that, I do know for a fact that she lost her voice pretty bad. So I don't know if it's actually back yet. I don't know if Tony can talk. She has been on no talk mode because she had a voice lesson coming up. So I really have no idea when she plans to return to streaming. I cannot provide that information. JFK, I know you've been very busy. Hannah and I have talked about this repeatedly. We can't figure out why the fuck this dog is here. Because, I assumed that this dog was here because they planned to do something with him eventually and just, didn't get around to it because the game's flopped so hard. But then I assumed that, a bunch of that stuff would be in the anime. But then Hannah kind of implied that that's not the case. So why did they do this to me? Why did they force me to deal with this fucking dog? I don't want him here. I don't want him here at all. I don't know the timeline, so I don't know. But since the anime went on for so long, it feels like they should have realized we're not getting a second game. We should put all the dog stuff in the fucking anime instead of having, 50 episodes that, aren't super plot relevant? If Hannah's saying I can just fucking skip them? Couldn't you have just thrown the dog shit in one or two of those episodes? It makes me feel crazy. It makes me feel nuts. It's so pointless, and it's the reason it bothers me. The reason it bothers me so much is because it's the first mystery that's presented. That's the first case that opens up. That's the first case that her little detective agency is given. And it doesn't get solved. And also, I already made that joke many times, JFK, and I never addressed it because it was a spoiler for something else. It was a spoiler for something else. And JJ and I made the joke multiple times, and every time Hannah went, I don't get it. And we said, don't worry about it. And just never explained it at all whatsoever. So yeah, no, that was our spaghetti wall theory. And it turned into the only viable theory because I can't for the life of me figure out what they were trying to go for. Yes, it's the Detective Pikachu thing. Hannah, the spoiler is that Pikachu is his father. Like, that's the spoiler. That's the twist. And, like, that's all I could come up with. Because I couldn't figure out where they were going. And where they were going didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like... No, Hannah hasn't seen Detective Pikachu. But Layton was actually Luke's daughter? Oh, good, Ninji. I was actually gonna say, Ninji, that, like, Hannah and I were talking about it because we were trying to figure out what the point of Cheryl was, and all I could come up with was one or two times, Cheryl talked to a dog. And I was like, you know what? Instead of having Cheryl, maybe actually you can just learn to talk to animals in this universe if you try really hard. Maybe Kat just learned from Luke. Like, maybe that's how it worked. Maybe Kat just learned from being around Luke. So, like, I don't think my thing is either, like, is always, like, they don't have to be fucking related. No one has to be related. Everyone calm down about people being related. I say this with a lot of love to the Ace Attorney fandom because most of it is jokes, right? Like, most of it's joking, most of it's not serious, but sometimes people, like, there are some people who are very much like, oh, like, which DGS character is related to this character? Like, who is this DGS character related to? And it's like, well, we have the one. We have the one, and the world is a big place. No one else needs to be fucking related. That's how I'm just like, it's, and I say that as someone who is from a fandom where a lot of characters were some, like, really random, like, relations, and that's specifically Les Mis. Like, everyone is fucking connected in that book, and, like, if you think about it too much, it gets weird. But, like, especially with DGS and Ace Attorney, because it takes place in Japan, England, and Japanifornia, depending on if you are going with the localization or not, which that introduces new levels of complexity. It's at least two countries. Like, that's a lot for, like, a bunch of people to still be related hundreds of years later. To me, that's so weird, you know? It's fine. It's fun. Usually people are not taking it that seriously, but when people get really serious about it, I'm like, I don't think it's that deep. Everyone is adopted except Luke. Ninji, that's literally how I approach it. I'm like, everyone else is getting adopted, but Luke has parents. Can you guys please leave Brenda alone? Brenda has done nothing but be wonderful. Can you guys please be kind to Brenda? Clark, thinnest of ice. Thinnest of ice. And I stand by the idea that I think that Luke and Layton's relationship is so good because he is not Herschel's son. I do not think it would be that good if Luke was Herschel's actual, like, son, like, in even in, like, an adopted way. I just don't think. I think Herschel kind of needs, this is guessing because I haven't seen the anime, I get the vibe that Herschel needs to not be responsible for someone 24/7, you know? Like, I think he needs to, like, I think one of the reasons that I think Flora will figure it out and be fine is because she's technically, the vibe I got was she was supposed to be an adult, right? When all the golden apple stuff happened, she was an adult. or older, 16, 18, however old you want to make her. So she's like, it sucks, it's bad, she'll be okay. But I think Herschel needs to be able to, like, send Luke home. I think he needs to be, at the end of the day, like, not my fucking kid. Not my fucking kid, you know? I think that's very important to, like, to their relationship, that, like, Herschel can just be like, all right, see you next week. And Luke can go spend his weekend with other people, you know? Just, like, not with Herschel, not in his house. I think that's vitally important. Yeah, like, he doesn't, I think that's one of the, I just don't think he's okay with that responsibility. I think it stresses him out. I think he needs alone time. I don't think he needs children. And yet he ended up with 3. He ended up with 3 whole kids. And fucked over all of them. Thanks for nothing, Herschel. Anyway, we should play this video game. We've just been sitting on this soothing music for a very long time as I ranted. Sorry about that. It's fine, don't worry about it.
Where on earth have those 2 have gone? After what happened earlier, you'd think they'd know better than to go wandering out at a night like this.
It's getting bright out already. I'm starting to worry that they came across a witch.
If they don't show up soon, I suggest we all go looking for them.
My lost future theory was that it wasn't the future. I don't think I had a reason other than, I think I might have said, like, oh, they just don't fucking care, so they wouldn't have kept track of her. But I don't think I had a real theory, because I think pretty quickly I was like, I don't think this is the future. I don't think I had a real theory. I think I was just mad. You know, I think I was just pissed. I wasn't theorizing, I was just angry.
After a trial like that, it makes me wonder where they get their energy from.
Oh, Eve, where were you? Was that a different font? Good morning, everyone.
What do you mean, good morning? Where have you 2 been this whole time?
Sorry, we didn't expect to be gone for so long. Like, all night.
I'd have thought you'd know better, Luke. What were you doing out there at this hour? Sorry, Professor. We were looking for Eve. Looking for Eve, you say? You mean were both concerned that Eve was missing?
Well, when Isabella comes home, she'll want Eve to meet her, won't she? After all, Eve is like a member of the family.
Oh, you dears. That's very considerate of you. Thank you.
But I want you to promise me that you won't go wandering around late at night like that again. It's just not safe, what with all those witches out there. We promise. I'm sorry, boss.
I'm sorry too. I should say, it's nearly morning already. It looks like it's noon out. Why don't you both go and get yourselves cleaned up? I've already prepared breakfast, so jump to it.
Yes, ma'am. Come to think of it, I'm so hungry I could eat one of Mary's goats. How about you, Luke?
Now that you mention it, I'm definitely ready for breakfast.
You certainly both love your food. Personally, I'd just like a little more sleep. This guy's so fucking tired.
Right then, let's eat breakfast and make our way to court.
Cat mouth moment.
Right you are, Professor. I'm sure Isabella must be feeling lonely. Oh, and Mr. Wright, could you perhaps take something from the bakery for her?
You bet. I'm sure Isabella will be glad to get some of Patty's freshly baked bread.
Come on, what are you all waiting for? Breakfast is ready.
All right, we're coming.
Well then, let's dig in.
Yesterday I was actually almost late to posting the leftovers open post for Labyrinthia because I made 2 loaves of bread and 2 dozen nope, 1 dozen, a dozen popovers. So I almost missed it. That's on me. I got very distracted. It took longer than I thought it was going to. It's like, shit. Something about court. I didn't mean to click it.
So does everyone remember how to get there?
Sure, we just head east from here, and it's on the other side of the forest, isn't it?
Boy, Bella must be feeling so sad and lonely. Let's get a move on.
Oh, you are so valid. Yeah, no, I understand. I have absolutely done that for leftovers before, especially ones I knew were gonna go quickly. I was like, I have to sit here and refresh the page obsessively until it's open, and then buy quick.
Let's go!
Do-do-do-do-do.
Zero of the hint coins? What the hell?
Coming back here makes me remember yesterday's trial.
This fellow's still being held somewhere inside the building.
Yeah, and it's up to us to get her out as soon as we can.
The first thing we should do is make sure we're allowed to see her.
Jesus! You there, yes you!
Uh-oh. There's nothing like a confrontation first thing in the morning to keep you on your toes.
We're here to, visit our client? It's not it's not you we're interested, it's Dark Hat over there. He's to come with us immediately.
Oh, right. Is this when we meet, Cantabella?
Who? Sir? Me, sir?
Yes, sir, you, sir. What have you done this time?
Professor? Did you do something? Count.
I wonder what it could be. Luke, do you have any ideas? Professor?
Don't play innocent with us. The order came from the storyteller himself. You have been personally summoned to the audience room to see the storyteller.
The audience room?
Meeting the storyteller in person is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a person. There's no one in all of Labyrinthia who wouldn't be proud to meet him. That goes for us knights too, although it's such an honor is almost unheard of. Nevertheless, those were the orders. To have Herschel Layton make his way to the audience room.
Can you imagine? Because this is what? This is sometime in the original trilogy, and we like to put it after Diabolical Box because it's funny for them to have 2 gas hallucinogenic situations in a row. Can you imagine you're doing your little, like, unethical science experiment thing, and fucking Herschel Layton shows up? Like, Clive fucking asked for it. But Cantabella is like, shit, fuck, shit, get me out of here, fuck. He's like, quick, we gotta end it all quick. I'm gonna lie about dying and we gotta get out of here. I gotta make some shit up and go. I have to leave. We have to cancel everything. Get out of here. We gotta kill that archaeologist.
Very well, and in this audience room, the storyteller will be waiting to see me. Is that correct? What? Why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor?
Well, they knew his full name. I don't know if we've given our full name. Well, we might have given our full name. But if I were Arthur Cantabella and random-ass people were showing up in my science experiment, and I got notified, hey, we got some new people for your science experiment in any way, which he had to know about because there was a trial that his daughter was involved in. The first thing I would do would be to fucking Google, yeah, exactly, Ninji. I would fucking Google the names of the people. I would Google Herschel Layton, and then I would shit myself. And I would pull the emergency alarm to set everything on fire and burn it all to the ground. The fucking archaeologist is here. We have to run. Literally, we have to go. Fuck everything. Fuck our contract with the government. We have to leave now, immediately, right now.
What? Well, why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor?
Yeah, what's going on here anyway?
Here's the thing. Here, I've told this to Hannah. Okay. My personal headcanon is that Layton actually only puts like his classes on, like he gives himself a long weekend basically every weekend, because I think that's very funny and also a huge ass mood. One of my professors used to do that. So he never had classes on Fridays, so he could have an entire weekend off to do whatever he wanted. But I have to give him like lenience in this game because he did get fucking kidnapped. This one isn't on Herschel, you know? This one's not on Herschel. This one's not on him. He did, I actually have to, I mentioned this when we played the first one. I still have to go back and edit my florific, which is what I used to apply to the Ranlazine, because all of us fucking forgot that Herschel's office gets fucking destroyed. Like, the police are definitely involved. Like, Herschel and Luke are fucking missing and his office got trashed. Like, this one isn't like oh yeah, Herschel went away. Like, these two are probably actually confirmed to be missing. Like, Brenda, Clark, Flora, they're stressed. They're stressed. Can I get Brenda a cup of tea? Can I get Flora a big hug? Clark, I don't know. Figure it out, man. Like, I was watching it and I was like, I can't post that fic. His window got smashed. Fuck.
Would it be possible to go there after having seen Miss Cantabella?
Brendan, trigger warning, Clark. That's also one of the reasons, Hannah, that bringing Clark to Azran makes that much wilder, because like he's like, well, we've been through the worst, and then his son gets kidnapped without him, and he's like, we gotta get out of this country. Brenda, we have to leave. Brenda's son gets kidnapped again, and she's like, find a job somewhere else, dude. Find a new job. Take a semester off.
The storyteller's order is of the highest priority. Nothing can take precedence.
But... my friend...
Not only that, but in any event, you are not permitted to see the accused.
Why would that be?
Permission to see the accused is restricted to Defender Wright and his assistant. Those are the orders.
Trigger warning, Clark. Listen, it's so funny because he's really high up on the dad list. We ranked him so high on the dad list because everyone else is so bad, but we do still call him Trigger warning Clark almost consistently. Like, we have to acknowledge that he is objectively one of the better Layton dads, but I'm still gonna keep calling him that, mostly because it's silly. America is nice sometimes. He is above Layton, yes. He is above Layton. Yeah. I'm curious to see if there will be any new dads for us to add to this list once we get New World of Steam.
What do you make of that, Professor? Alright, more ellipses.
Make of it what you will. Orders are orders.
Listen, like, Ninji, my level of hoping for cameos in New World of Steam isn't Dez, isn't Emmy, isn't even Flora. It would be nice to have a Flora mention. What I'm looking for is a Brenda mention. I'm looking for a Brenda mention. Even better if I get a Brenda appearance. I need a Brenda mention. Please acknowledge Luke has a mother. We have seen her. We have met her. We love her. We adore her. We saw her get kidnapped. Please mention Brenda. I need people who haven't played the prequels to acknowledge that he has parents. Because the fact that so many people, like, obviously they know he has parents, they brought him to America, but so many people haven't played the prequels, which is a tragedy. I think they really flesh out Herschel's character a lot, and Luke's, in a way that you don't get just from playing the originals. But can we acknowledge Brenda and Clark in the mainline so people have to be like, shit, he has parents. Like, he has a mom. He has a mom. She's probably making him his lunch. Like, hello? Can we mention his mom? There's not gonna be a Randall mention. Can you imagine how crazy it would be if the only cameo mention was Clove? Can you imagine if there's only a Clove mention? That would be crazy. Also, listen, Clark really is the most fucking suspicious guy ever in that game. He's so fucking suspicious. I was so convinced he had killed multiple people, including his wife. Like, he's just so... I understand what was going on. He just gave off, like, the weirdest vibes. The weirdest bad dad killer vibes. And, like, I was so convinced. Like, his vibes were just so bad. Sorry, Clark, you had the worst vibe. Yeah, they really made it look like he had pushed a man off a cliff. He still, like, did a bad things. Like, every oh so often I think about the fact that that entire town was like, yeah, fuck these kids' dads. Dad, we're just gonna leave these two children, one of who is chronically ill and, terminally ill and dying. They can fend for themselves. Hey guys, what the fuck was up with that? That was crazy. That was a lot. They were like, what? 8 and like 11? Maybe everyone calm down. Everyone calm down and get these two a legal guardian. Please? What the fuck? So weird. I love that game. It's so strange.
Very well, let's go and meet the storyteller.
I have to do like another just chatting stream so I can just talk, because I feel like I don't play enough video game in these video game streams.
That's more like it.
Professor, are you really planning on meeting with the storyteller? It might be a trap. We might see an awesome cutscene.
While I do sense the potential for a scheme here.
Is that how you spell scheme? Why did that my brain go, that's scheme? Like, it is, but my brain just went, that's not how you spell scheme. Is there a different spelling for... Okay, it's the British spelling. Okay, I was like... Is there an American spelling? Or is my brain just not working? No, that's it. Why, reading books for 8 hours straight a day will do this to your brain. It will do this to your brain. When you have to proofread for 8 hours at a time, it'll really melt your brain. No, it's me, because this is what I do all day, and I get really in my head, like, is that right? Is that right? And I'll check dictionary pronunciations of words that I arguably should know how to say. Like, I was obsessively checking today Paul de Creme, because the narrator got it wrong the first time, but after that she looked it up, and so then she was saying Paul de Creme correctly, but I kept checking Paul de Creme because I was like, do I know how to say pot de creme? I do. I was nervous. I was very nervous. That's fair, Ninji. That makes sense. No, I just, my eyes are also always tired since I stare at screens all day, and then I get off work and I stare at screens all day. Don't know if that's ideal. Oh my god, Sarah's also green. We have not had anyone show up tonight that isn't green.
I'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity to meet with the town's creator. There are rather too many things that I would like to ask him.
I have a lot of questions for Cantabella too.
I see.
I have so many questions for this guy.
If the professor's going, then I'm going too. After all, I am the professor's apprentice.
You're also green. Here, I will send a screenshot to, see if I can get everyone in here. JJ was also green and Nate was green as well, but I can send a screenshot of it, of what I see, to the, thread. Nate was slightly darker than Hannah, and JJ was a little off from you, I think? No, there is a way to permanently set your color on Twitch. Like, I'm pink, and to every single person who sees me, I'm pink. But if you don't set your specific color, then you just kind of get chosen like a random color. So it will change. Like, sometimes for me, Hannah's purple. I bet if this is OBS, but I bet if I go into dashboard Twitch and go to my stream on the Twitch website, it'll look different, because it always does. Oh, yeah, JFK on this one is yellowish orange, and Hannah is red. But on OBS, you are all green. All green. Oops, all green.
Be careful, Luke. I am sure you'll be just fine, as long as you stay with the professor.
I will, and please give Bella our best. Oh, and Maya, could you give Bella the bread from Mrs. Eclair?
Sure thing, Luke.
I love those two. Oh, good duo. Changed my mind. Cameo I want in New World of Steam. Maya Faye!
Well, if you finally finished talking, I would suggest wasting no more time. You'll find the audience room beyond the guard post, east of the Great Archive. And Defender, you should see the accused.
Well, it would seem we must go our separate ways for the time being.
Yeah, looks like. Well, take care, Professor.
And you, Mr. Wright. I wish you both luck.
She does deserve to cameo in random games. Sarah, you're so correct. Like, she should just kind of be one of those, like, free license characters you can just put in anything.
Well, there they go. Do you think they'll be okay?
The Professor and Luke? I think they can take care of themselves. I'm sure they'll have a badass cutscene. Anyway, we should hurry up and talk to Bella.
Right. Even though she tries to hide it, inside she must be terrified.
What if she's found guilty of being a witch? What would we do then? Last night we saw with our own eyes what they do to witches.
Yeah, fucked up, right? I love this game. What's a little psychological torture in your fun unethical science experiment, right?
It's not right. Any world where things like that are allowed to happen isn't right.
Okay. Alright, see, here's the thing. I love this. It is really fucked up that we all watch a character, quote-unquote, die. Burning to death, also not a good way. But Japanifornia does have the death penalty. So I don't know. Like, it's not immediate. This is a very rushed up and more medieval way of things happening. But Japanifornia also does have a death penalty. We should work on changing that. Oh, it gets your attention. They're like, what if we kill someone? Wouldn't that be fun?
I know, Maya. But for now, we have no choice. We have to clear Bella of the charges. We need to focus on that and that alone.
The Great Witch Bezella. I wonder why they I wonder why they suspect Bella of being her. You really think it's the rhyme?
I think it's the rhyme. I don't know, but if we're lucky...
Yay, me! Sorry, yes, I have a fic in there. It's about Emma being sad. It's not necessarily sad, but it is like, one of my friends read it because I needed someone to beta it, and she read it and she was like, I'm having issues with my career right now, and I don't know if this was a good fic to be reading. And I was like, oh, I am so sorry. But like, sometimes your life gets way off track from what you thought, and it's not cool. I'm sure all the suicides and executions in this game are the Ace Attorney writers. See. Yeah, it's more of the vibes that the Layton games are bringing. Yeah. Everything is very Layton. It's so Layton. Okay. I don't know, but if we're lucky, maybe she'll be able to shed some light on it.
Hey, Defender! It's time for you to see the accused.
Fuck. There we go. I actually did get headphones for Christmas and they're very nice, but I'm still getting used to them.
Well, this is it, Nick.
It sure is. Let's go, Maya. Death Knell Dungeon, blah 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 blah. And thank you. Oh, they're little guys. They're so cute. Also, I'm kind of obsessed with how... Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that the DGS dungeon is very similar looking. Dungeon. The prison. I'm pretty sure it's very... The vibes are very similar. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it's got, like, very similar vibes, which is just, like, more proof that, like, a bunch of this game was just, like... testing. Like, I mean, they have all of these are massive spoilers, I can't send them. Like, they've always had, like, a section where you can sit, but, like, this, the bars with, like, this specific opening. There's even, like, here and here, both, there's two, like, structure bars, and they have this part up here, which looks like it slides open. It's kind of actually kind of funny how similar this is to the, they even both have, this hanging chain back here. They have hanging metal in there, and a bed right here. It's very, very funny. Yeah, no, it really is. I actually really like it. I think it's really fun to be able to see them testing things like Phoenix walking in the courtroom and you being able to contradict, like, put the witnesses against each other. I think it's really cool to see, like, the transition, even in the music, because they were really inspired by, like, a lot of the Layton music for DGS. I think it's so fun. And also, I totally agree, JFK. I can really see that. There's, like, a lot more questioning of the death penalty than there is in the, other Ace Attorney games, where, like, the death penalty was there, but it was mostly just bad, like, if you were the wrong person, versus, like, these ones where it's more like, you know, I don't like the look of those chains on the wall. Also, Ninja obsessed with that take. I absolutely love it.
This place looks scary, Nick.
You know what? Point taken. What about the part in A6 where if you die in court, you die in real life? How could I forget? How could I forget? I watched every single one of those streams for Tony almost. I remember almost none of them because I don't give a shit. I forgot the lighting was broken. That's what's going on here. Okay, for people who haven't seen other streams, who might be watching VODs or lurking, the lighting in the version of this game that I have is super, super broken and just looks like solid color. So if you're ever like, that does not look right, it's because it's not. I realized it too late to, like, switch out which one I am playing, so... Oh, JFK, please do. Not right now, but, like, I have complained so much and for so long about AA6 that it's so much.
Mr. Wright, Maya.
Espella! So, this is the Death Knell dungeon? Looks more like solitary confinement to me.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Really? I was a little surprised at how hard the bed was, though.
Bella.
Oh, that's right. I have something for you. Here, the boss made it for you. Look, it's her special walnut bread. You should try it. Well, Patty made that for me. Thank you, Maya. We'll get you home soon. Then we can all sit down and eat Patty's freshly baked bread together.
Yeah, that would be nice. We're going to have to get you out of here soon, so... No. We're going to have you out of here soon. Back! So don't you worry, Isabella.
But are you sure you want to do that? What are you talking about, Isabella? Do you really want to continue defending me, Mr. Wright?
What? Of course I do. What made you say that?
You do both know what I've been charged with, don't you? Sure we do. They're accusing you of being Bezella. The source of all witches here in Labyrinthia. It's no big deal. That's right.
I think my Espella voice has changed a lot, but I, for the life of me, can't remember what it was.
And anyone who defends such a suspect will also come under suspicion themselves. People are likely to criticize you and make you suffer, all on my account. I can't ask you to defend me. I don't want you suffering because of me.
Listen to me, Isabella. We're already suffering, just seeing you here in this prison. Do you honestly think we'd just stand around not doing anything?
Mr. Wright. Hey, I think I get it, Isabella. I bet you're just worried that Nick will slip up the way he always does. Huh? Trust me, there's nothing to worry about.
The professor and Luke are on our side too.
Huh? No, that's not what I meant. I wouldn't think that at all. Mr. Wright, you were just amazing. You and Mr. Layton both. It was like you were working magic together.
Well, that settles it then. Isabella, I read that weird. Don't worry, we're going to be there for you. We'll fight to the very end.
Can you guys just use a fucking M dash?
The two of us, the professor and Luke, will all be working together on this thing. We won't let you down.
Well, what's wrong, Isabella? It's just that the only one who's ever been this kind to me before is Aunt Patty. I don't know what to say.
Isabella, I'm not sure how to say this, but it seems that the townsfolk are distancing themselves from you. It's as if they fear you for some reason.
It's because my name rhymes with Bezella.
Yeah. I can't believe they'd all think a cute girl like you could be the Great Witch. Maya gay moments.
Isabella, we heard from High Inquisitor Darklaw that there's a reason in red text why people are so suspicious of you. If it's okay with you, we'd like you to tell us what that reason is. The reason the town folks suspect you, and why they're so distant.
Okay, no, the list of Maya gay moments is very long. But there's like so many in this game that like just stick out to me, you know? This game in particular has some really good Maya gay moments. Literally JFK, literally, I think about that all the time. He was like, I'm gonna do this thing to help Isabella. And then like everyone is like weird about her and hates her and is scared of her and is like trying to kill her. And he's just like, huh? How could that have happened? That wasn't the plan. And it's like, oh my God, all you have to do is be in charge of this town. That's all you had to do. Fucked up. I hate this guy. He should have died. Sorry about your disease. It's been uncured.
All right, I guess I never had the chance to explain properly.
Eh?
It's true that the townsfolk look at me differently, and the reason for that is because I am fading away.
They were like, we have to put a pause.
Well, Professor, we've reached the library, and the place at which the storyteller is waiting for us to see here, isn't it? Indeed. According to the knight, the audience room is past the guard post. I wonder what the creator of Labyrinthia wants to talk to you about, Professor. It's too soon to say It's too soon to assume anything, Luke. But whatever it might be, I have a few things that I would like to ask him too.
I think Cantabello should be fucking dead. But if he's not, then yeah, jail. Like, it's kind of very funny that at the end, like, he's like, I mean, I guess it's because the government signed off on all this. But, like, this is so bad, right? Like, this is so bad. Like, he's really like, and we'll all be a family. Why would I want to be a fucking family with you? Why? I can kind of see why Espella might want to be, like, I understand that. But I'm like, why does Eve want to, like, be a family with you? Like, I can't, I'm just like, what? Ew, I hate this man.
We should be thankful this opportunity has come so soon, even if it is part of some scheme. Let's go, Professor, to the audience room.
Oh god, he had no head. Gave him sugar pills? Help! Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello. Wow. Honestly, it's like I don't...
There is a current, so this moat has to be connected to a river or some other waterway. Oh, little fish are swimming over there. It's quite pretty for a moat.
Oh well, there are other terrible fathers. Additionally, oh well, there are other unethical scientists. Where's this third? There it is.
Opening and closing that heavy gate behind every visitor must be a bother. The guards are very alert. We can be certain that this town's creator is nearby.
That was read weird. I don't know what happened. Both of them were bad. I love voice acting.
Ah, aren't you? Layton the Hatter.
He's getting every nickname. They're trying every nickname for this man.
Well, I'm not a hatter, although I certainly am Herschel Layton. I have been told that my presence is requested in the audience room.
I've definitely heard something about that, but it's beyond me why. With all due respect, why would the storyteller invite mere commoners to the audience room?
Aren't people normally allowed to visit?
Of course not. Both the audience room and the tower in which he resides are areas of strict surveillance. One does not simply...
Fucking... I don't think I picked up on this before. Did we make a joke about this when Tony got to it? I don't think we got... Hold on. I'm literally sending it to the... I'm literally... Did we... did any of us notice when this happened? Hannah, I don't know if you were here. That's the thing. I feel like Tony had to have, but I don't remember anyone pointing this line out. Hannah, I don't know if you saw this part of the movie. This is a Lord of the Rings reference, which is why I'm like, someone had to have pointed this out, right? But I don't remember. This is like a very big Lord of the Rings meme specifically. I don't remember any comment on this at all.
Did you say tower?
The storyteller's tower, naturally. Don't tell me you've never heard of it. He only comes out of his tower to appear before the people in his parade. The audience room is where the storyteller comes wherever there is a parade. We, the Order of Knights, provide his protection from the guard post. We feel honored by his presence, even if he doesn't speak to us.
I see. Then it would seem we are extremely privileged to have been invited here.
Oh, don't let it get to your head. Wait here while I open the gate.
Shit.
Come to think of it, during the parade, the storyteller did seem to be held in high esteem by all the townfolk. Indeed, Luke. After all, he is the author of the town story.
Oh, we have to do all of the tower puzzles, don't we?
So he is effectively like some kind of god. Like a god?
No, someone tell me this isn't happening.
There seems to be a conundrum. Some commotion over there, not
The right word?
It's that knight. He's coming back this way. He doesn't look too happy.
This is bad, really bad. What am I going to do?
What's the matter?
Well, actually, Dog Hat, the gate won't open. It's broken, and I can't fix it.
So what happens now?
I wish I knew. What am I to do? We need to do something. Can't keep the storyteller waiting. If we do, there goes my career as a knight. Unless... Aren't you two meant to be good at finding people?
Finding people.
Jeez.
I wouldn't say we're particularly good.
Don't say that, I'll need your help here.
Like your high school twink! Help! Help.
There is one knight who's able to fix the gates, but he's busy training the other knights. I'd like to call him back here without disturbing the others, but in armor they all look the same. The only way to identify him is to look for a knight with an unusually shaped sword. Unusually shaped... Oh, fuck.
Unusually shaped sword. How interesting. Professor, doesn't that mean? Indeed, my boy. It means we can tackle this the way we would a puzzle.
So, will you find him?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Puzzle. Ah, shit. I forgot about this one. Not standard issue. It's lunchtime, and the knights are all eager to eat their share. They have all stabbed their swords into this massive piece of meat at the same time for reasons unknown. Examine the blade to find the owner of the strange sword. Oh fuck! I hit copy. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I saved later. I forgot copy paste to something, and I went to copy something, and I hadn't clicked out. I forgot this one had shortcuts. Fuck, I'm sorry. Okay.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Did I save?
Just what I'd expect from the professor's apprentice.
I don't think it matters. I think it bought me. Okay, alright, well, we will sit here for a while. A long while. Sorry about this. I'm kind of like, well, we should just quit for the night. We should just be done. Because it is, like, late and, like, there's not that much time left. Is it worth it to keep going, or do you guys think I should be done for the week? Usually I would only be going another 15 minutes, which might be how long it takes us to get back. Yeah, my old version of Citra didn't have this copy-paste shortcut, and it keeps fucking me up. Like, real bad. Oh. I don't want to speed it up because it actually doesn't speed it up that much. Like, it mostly just makes the music fucked up. I might speed it up a little. Okay, emulation, configure. Let me turn off the music for you guys for a sec so it doesn't sound awful. That helped a little. Yeah. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've done this in this playthrough too. I wish I wouldn't do it. But, you know, I guess at least this part is exclusively clicking. Because nothing happened but talking. Especially because I kept getting distracted. You can see them, like, come in and out badly in real time. Whoa, this music is wild. You guys can't hear it. I figured it would be an auditory nightmare. If you had to hear this, it's not that bad because I only have it at 250, but it's still not awesome, especially since it will randomly slow down and speed up. Because it's not consistently 250. Right now it's 203, 207, 182. Why not? I have nothing to say. I'm sorry. Click, 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 click. Okay. Do. Can you guys stop? Yes, we know. Yes, we know. Kira died. It's very sad. Literally. Truly what it feels like. Were there hint coins in here? I don't think there were. All right, click, click, click. I have Duolingo notifications, and I have to decide if I want to keep using it or not when I probably almost definitely don't. Which sucks because I have like 450, almost 460 days in Duolingo. And now they're like they've never been awesome, but I'm really gonna give up like a really long streak because they suck. That's sad. Yeah, one of my friends straight up has like, my friend Maya has like several thousand days, like 2,000 days in Duolingo. So, yeah. I can't remember where the 3rd one was. There's one more, but where is it? There. Great. Let me get to the puzzle and then we can stop doing this. And I'll do that puzzle and then I might get inside the gate and then stop. I think this is the tower part that takes a little bit, right? No, that's fair. I'm just like not good enough at Spanish yet to be in a spot where I can read stuff. You know? Okay, there we go. Emulation. Configure. Apply. Sorry, I'm fixing it back to 100. Where's my audio? Where's my audio? There it is. Can you hear it again? Great. Okay. This one I was really bad at because I couldn't draw straight lines. And I couldn't imagine the straight lines well enough. It was easier on the DS. You know? To just be like, oh yeah, it's straight. I do think it's this one. These lines make sense to me. I instinctively almost used a shortcut to undo, and I don't know what that would do, so that would be bad.
Let's see if I've proven myself. Ah, the joy of solving puzzles.
The joy of solving puzzles. Wow.
Thanks to you, Sir Hatter. I've been able to have it repaired immediately. I'm eating.
I'm glad you were able to fix it. A puzzle like this is a piece of cake for the professor.
As I suspected all along, you're certainly no ordinary gentleman. Sir Hatter, Herschel Layton shall henceforth be allowed to pass through this gate freely.
Thank you, kind sir.
Please make your way to the storytellers as quickly as possible. Fuck.
Words? Hard. Oh, right. There's like a bunch of pauses in this. I forgot about all this. It's an ordeal to get here. They went, huh?
Wow! No matter where I look, there are knights everywhere. Yes, indeed. The knights have their guard post on this side of the gate. Given the grandness of the scale, I imagine they are living here too. But I wonder exactly where around here was supposed to meet the storyteller. That knight said to go to the audience room, wherever that is. With a name as grand as audience room, you'd think it would be easy to notice.
Ah, fuck.
Look, can you see the long flight of stairs over there? I think we should go and take a look. A flight of stairs? Ah, I see it.
Yes, thank you for the zoom in on the obvious stairs.
There's also a building over there. Looks rather stately.
Take a look. Ah.
Do you think that's where the audience room is? Indeed, my boy. However, there seems to be something going on over there. And from the looks of things, I don't think we'll be able to just ignore it and stroll right by. At any rate, let's go and take a look. Take a look.
Oh god, I forgot about this whole section. Fuck.
How many times do I gotta tell you? I ain't the suspicious guy you're after. You expect us to believe you just because you say so, eh? You can save us all time and trouble here. Just admit your guilt and be done with it. You gotta be kidding me. This is a false accusation. Come on, why would you listen to me? Admit my face might look a little scary, sure. But I'm telling you straight. My pals are always saying there's no one with a pure heart that could have got her. Oh, spare me. We're getting nowhere here. Ain't nice.
I just remembered the timeline we were trying to piece together from the game. Do you, Hannah? Did you?
Yes, sir. Put this miserable wrench in a solitary confinement. Yes, sir, Captain. Oi, what are you doing? I'm innocent. Innocent, I'll tell you.
You seem to have your hands full here. May I ask what happened?
Hey, if it isn't you two, do you mean to tell me you're the ones that the storyteller summoned?
His first bread puzzles and as well as trial one night, or were they two separate nights? I believe they were all one night because we said they were one night because the way Maya talked about getting back to Patty. Well, if you think about it, the Eve the cat stuff went into the next morning. So Maya and Luke were up like all fucking night. Or they get up at like 2 a.m. and we're up until like 6, which is still a lot for these little babies. Can someone please get this guy a blankie and a nap? I know he's like 13, but whatever. I wanted a nap when I was 13. I want a nap now.
That's us all right, so you can't go chasing us all round the way you did before. Rats. By the way, Captain, what has that man been accused of?
What has he done? He's guilty of carrying out a heinous crime of assault and theft. Yeah. How many times do I gotta say it? It weren't me. It was a false accusation. I'm totally innocent. Silence. Who else could have done it?
Could you tell me a little more about this?
Well, I had a feeling you'd want to know. You seemed like poking your nose into other people's business. A series of thefts have been occurring in this town, and at the same time a suspicious figure has been sighted. Now I ask you, does this man not look suspicious to you? Clearly it has to be him.
Bad.
You got it all wrong. I heard there was a thief in the area. That's why I teamed up with them townsfolk to keep a lookout for the blighter. And that ain't all. I've found a way to make sure every dang corner of the town was being watched. Fuck! I hate this one. We placed ourselves in positions where we wouldn't obstruct one another's line of sight. Catch my drift. This suspicious figure you guys mentioned, there ain't no way that was me. So you're saying you watched every part of that town while at the same time avoiding overlapping each other's search? That's impossible. You committed the crime and are lying to cover yourself.
I wonder if you're perhaps mistaken. It might just be true.
For example, if they positioned themselves like this puzzle. God, I fucking hated this one. Oh. There are reports of a thief lurking around the town center. The townsfolk are in charge of guard duty. There are two conditions to their stakeout. They have a perfect view of all the streets. Their viewing range never overlaps. With that in mind, do you think you can place all the town people within their correct spots? No. Girl, what the hell? Sorry, I really suck at this one. I had issues with this one last time too. Great!
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
Shit.
I would never have guessed such a solution could exist. So do you believe me now? I was telling the truth. The real culprit must still be on the loose, going round stealing stuff in broad daylight. Then it looks like we have no choice. Let him go. We better head back to the crime scene and go over it again with a fine-tooth comb. Yes, Captain.
Well, I'm glad we were able to sort out the misunderstanding.
I don't know who you two are, but you're a bit too sharp to be some regular townsfolk. All the other townsfolk here are dumb as rocks.
Not at all. We're nothing so special. Just a couple of regular English gentlemen.
English, eh? So what is that? The title? Or whatever it may be. It's not normal to be summoned directly by the storyteller himself.
I really wish he said it's not normal to be English. That would have been funny.
It would appear that you are indeed something special. The storyteller is in the audience room. I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. As for the audience room, it's in the building at the top of those stairs.
That building up there, just as we thought. Thank you.
Just mind your manners when in the presence of the storyteller, you hear me? If I hear any sign of trouble, you'll regret it.
We'll be on our best behavior, so please keep your hands off your sword. You're scaring me.
It's not normal to be English. Get some help.
It just goes to show how highly the knights regard the storyteller, and not at all how prone they are to violence. Now then, let's move on, Luke. Right, let's go, Professor.
Oh. I think I forgot which one this was. Oh no, I do think I was right. No, I was wrong.
The storyteller should be in here, right? I'm starting to feel a little nervous. This area is totally deserted. All I can hear is the wind. It looks as if not even the knights are allowed to come up here. He really is treated almost like a god. I wonder what someone like that wants to talk to us about.
Well. Oh, good. No music, just silence. Oh. Not silence. My puppy is barking. Hello, Stanley. What do you have to say? It's late at night. One more. Hello, hello.
I can make out the outline of a tall building in the fog. This could be the tower the knight spoke of. It could rival a skyscraper. They didn't have buildings like that in the Middle Ages, surely.
Where the fuck is this last hint coin? There were only 3 worth.
It doesn't seem to be a trap. What if once you're in, you can't get out? We should proceed with caution, or your mother will kill me. I'm already very nearly dead. Huh? Professor, the door won't open. Hello? Is anyone there?
He's kicking it. He's kicking it. He's kicking it.
No reply. And Emmy's kick didn't work either. It appears there's no keyhole. This is no ordinary lock mechanism.
Shit, guys. I just keep looking at the tower in the back, and my brain is just like, everything reminds me of him.
Inviting someone to visit you only to lock them out. That's a bit rude. Just a moment, Luke. If you look closely, you'll see there's a puzzle built in there. I believe this may be a test, Luke. A test to determine whether we qualify for an audience with the storyteller or not. That's a bit off, isn't it? But when it comes to puzzles, we'll be glad to oblige, won't we, Professor? Indeed, my boy. Let's show our mettle. Professor, do you think we're going to die again?
Ah, fuck, I forgot about this one too. Decipher the door. Here is a panel of numbers. The numbers range between 1 and 6. Touching the button on the touch screen will increase and decrease the numbers. The range of the numbers to reach 333. Can you do it in only 4 turns? No, I think I actually had to use hint coins for this one previously. Oh, fuck. I have no idea how to do this one. I'm sorry. Shit! Fuck. Yeah, it's gonna keep. I'm sure there's a way to do this. But consider this. I'm not fucking good at this kind of puzzle. Shit! Fuck me. Ah. Like, you know? You know? I keep getting back to the same spots, which isn't good, I don't think. Oh, come on! Fuck! This is such a terrible spot to get stuck. With almost none of stream left. Yes! Oh my god.
Let's see if I've proven myself. Come what may,
There was no
puzzles
puzzling there.
are there to be solved.
Yeah, fuck you! Fuck you, video game. Just hitting buttons at random until you end up with the solution can also be fun. Fuck you.
We did it, Professor!
Voice lines.
That should
Holy
open the
shit.
door.
Hi.
It would seem that we have proven ourselves worthy.
Labyrinthia's creator is waiting for us inside.
The creator of this town. I wonder what he intends to say.
I'm sure he's a normal guy.
Are you all right, Luke? I imagine you must be a little nervous.
Who, me? Well, to be honest, I suppose I am. Just a little.
I mean, you're just a little guy.
But don't worry, Professor. I can do this.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's meet the storyteller.
Trigger warning, Cantabella.
Very well. Muster your courage. We're going in.
Right you are, Professor.
Fuck this guy. Fuck you, Arthur. Fuck you so hard. Oh. Hi, Nate. Welcome back with your other color green. Oh, this fucking dude. Oh, fuck this guy. Look at him. He's animated.
Thus the guests finally made their appearance.
I hate this man. Whatever they did to his hair. Drop kick him, Luke. Drop kick him.
I bid you welcome to Labyrinthia, the town governed by stories.
Damn, I wish I had seen that line. We could have used that in something.
I've been waiting for you, Herschel Layton.
I believe I should say, it is an honor.
Yeah, it is the zine owl motif. Thank you for noticing, Nate. Also, I'm kind of... He took the government's money to do all this. England was just okay with this. I'm... You know what, Nate? I'm so glad that you are now understanding that the point of this zine and that it's actually making sense and wasn't just me going slightly unhinged for several months.
Mr. Storyteller.
You're the creator of Labyrinthia.
And still not fixing the fucking potholes.
But why did you call the professor here?
And also me.
I have summoned you
Okay, calm down.
so that I may ask you why you are here.
He's like, why the fuck are you in my story? I did not put you in your story. You know what? Great question, Sarah. Who is from DGS is ancestor to fucking this guy? Oh. Sarah, I don't know. I don't know, but that is a good question.
I beg your pardon?
What are you talking about?
In writing the story, I provide everything, and in turn, take everything away.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
give each person a story, and weave their intertwining webs of fate. However, it would appear that interlopers have found their way into the story. The two of you.
He went, ah!
You mean to say that my presence here was not written in your story?
Thanks, Eve.
Precisely. And so I must ask you, exactly how did you find your way into this world?
God, I wish we knew.
In truth, we found ourselves here somewhat inadvertently. We were brought here by a book.
I'm kind of
A
obsessed
book
with how
called
little
the
they,
Historia Labyrinthia.
how little thought, well, not thought, how little explanation they give for any of the Carmine stuff. Kind of obsessed with it. Kind of obsessed with Carmine. Kind of like, maybe Carmine should be the New World of Steam cameo. You know, I actually would kind of love it if Carmine became a canon Layton character because, well, one, this game would be canon, but two, he's my favorite character. He can just show up to get into a car crash. It's fine. See, and this is how we tie into, like, he can car crash. Right into Steam Bison because, like, steampunk. You know what? Whatever.
I am led to believe it was you who wrote that book.
I mean, it's
Surely
canon
you
to me,
cannot
you know
deny
this.
it.
It would appear I have found it. The source of the corruption within my story.
Corruption?
No, Luke is like, corruption is the next game. That's Clive's thing.
In other words, you consider our presence to be a hindrance to your story. Is that correct?
Not only you. There was another man who tried to change the course of my story.
Oh my god!
You mean Carmina Accidenti?
Carmine mentioned, guys! He's here. He's been mentioned. Everyone celebrate. Everyone bask in this for a second. Because they don't mention him often. Everyone enjoy our guy for a second.
Carmine. So, there is a connection between him and the two of you after all.
Oops.
Luke, baby.
Your presence here is, shall I say, a slight inconvenience.
I wish one of us for the Labyrinthia zine had done a Carmine piece because it would have been really fucking funny.
The story of Labyrinthia is about to take a turn towards its grand finale.
He's like, I googled you. Oh. Nate Carmine is a character introduced in the very beginning who we never actually see on screen. His name is Carmine Accidenti. He is in a car crash, and he provides nothing into the story other than he tells Layton to come check this shit out. I'm obsessed with him. He's incredible. They made like he has like an entire page in the art book, which is so funny because I think there's 2 drawings of him, maybe 3 drawings in the entire game. There's aside from that very brief cutscene, then there's him writing at a desk, and there might be something in the credits, but that's it. And they did a lot of character design for him, which is very funny.
Indeed, a conclusion that requires a climax of epic proportions.
Okay.
The identity of the great witch Bezella is made public. She is tried in the court and finally destroyed.
That's your
At
daughter.
last, peace will be restored
Fast and
to the town.
Furious.
The final scenario is close at hand.
Scenario?
The identity of the Great Witch. Do you mean?
Exclamation point. You're not gonna give her a voice for this part? We were just off a voice, though. Whatever.
It's true that the townsfolk look at me in a different way. And the reason for that is because I am the storyteller's daughter.
Why didn't they have her voice these 2 lines? There's so many points in this game where I'm like, why didn't you guys pay the voice actors for 2 more lines, for 1 more scene?
You're
What?
Espella?
Rookie DM's making the most elaborate railroaded plot with 3-hour monologues prepped. You're the storyteller's daughter? I didn't see that coming. Ninji, that is like... Every day. I ask myself that every single fucking day. Complete failure of storytelling in this game, where they have both voice acting scenes with the sprites and animations. They couldn't even get the voice actors to do it? Infuriating.
when I first came down into town, everyone was friendly. Perhaps they thought that if they got to know me, things would go well for them. That was the impression I had.
That sounds like the kind of thing people would probably do. But obviously not me. I wouldn't do anything like that.
No one's accusing you of anything, Maya.
But unfortunately, things didn't work out the way people hoped they would.
Well, people should realize that good things don't come easy.
Then one day, someone just happened to bump into me in the town, and I was knocked over. Later, that night, that same person was attacked by a witch and killed by her magic. I don't know whether it was just a coincidence or not, but after that, everyone's attitude towards me changed. They started saying things like, "It's best to keep away from her, or you'll have a bad story written about you." All because I'm the storyteller's daughter.
What's the storyteller thinking?
What do you mean?
Well, he has his daughter stuck in a place like this. And if he didn't write such a bad story, she wouldn't have to suffer like this. If I were writing this, in my fan fiction, this doesn't happen.
You have a good point there, Maya. Anyway, the investigation has only just begun. Espella, if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a few more questions.
Of course, I'd like to help in any way I can.
I've got to gather as much information as I can.
should ask Espella about the storyteller. This might be difficult for you to answer, but why are you not living with the storyteller? I mean with your father.
I did live with him before. We lived together on the edge of town in the storyteller's tower.
The storyteller's tower?
When I was little, he was very kind and always listened to what I had to say. But then, at some point or other, he started to become distant. If you think about it, I guess it's only natural. Because he had to write the story for every single person in town. Spella, as he became busier and busier, I was left alone in the tower. And that's the reason I decided to leave home with Eve and live in the town. I stayed with Aunt Patty and helped out at the bakery. Now you two are at the shop too. But my dad...
Well, what's the deal with the storyteller? I can't believe he'd write a story where his own daughter is the Great Witch Bezella.
Maybe the professor will be able to find out what's of the storyteller's true motives. Yeah, and then the Great Witch Bezella gets down on one knee and asks me, have you never heard of character development, Nick? This is a defining moment.
She's like really into it. And I love that for her.
And what about Patty? Does she know anything about your past? Have you ever told her that you're the storyteller's daughter?
Yes, she knows. Everyone knows. When the other people in town started avoiding me, Aunt Patty was the only one who stood by me that whole time.
Yeah, Patty's always looking out for you.
There's so much I have to thank her for. It's been 5 years since I left my dad and started living with Aunt Patty. She's always been so kind. She's been like a mother to me.
Now that you mention it, what about your real mother, Espella?
Actually, I can't remember anything about her. According to my dad, she died in an accident when I was still young. And that's really all I know. He didn't tell me any more than that.
I see.
I should ask Espella about...
They're actually like Hannah. They're not handwriting them. He's putting the ink in a printer, and they're just using a default handwriting font. So it's fine, and don't worry about it.
Espella, we believe in you. There's no way you could be the Great Witch Bezella.
Holy shit, it's late. Fuck.
That's right. That's why we'll find the real Great Witch.
These people don't know what a fucking font is. We erased fonts from their brain. Eve is so fucking sick of the printer jamming. Eve is like, listen, I gotta burn this shit down because I'm sick of the printer. She's like, you know what? I've decided this printer the last fucking straw. Sorry, okay?
The real Great Witch. But the Great Witch is only a character of legend. How could you possibly find her?
Well, admittedly, at the moment we have no real leads.
Why does the printer have Bluetooth? My house doesn't have running water. Fuck.
Actually, to be honest, we know next to nothing about Labyrinthia. Erg. We were supposed to have been living with you for 5 years now, but that memory turned out to be completely phony.
Do you have any ideas at all, Espella? Anything that could give us a clue? I guess it's a lot to ask.
All magic-related incidents are thoroughly investigated by the Knights of the Inquisitions. And if there were any clues as to the whereabouts of the Great Witch, then I believe they would have found them.
I guess you're right.
As far as I know, there's not a single incident that has remained unsolved by the Inquisitors.
Wait a minute. That's not right.
What is it, Maya?
The part about there being no unsolved incidents left? What? Last night, me and Luke ran into High Inquisitor Darkclaw.
Wait, what? You saw High Inquisitor Darkclaw?
Yep, she said she was investigating some kind of incident with magic. She said, yeah, that it took place about 3 months ago, I think. I fucked that up really bad. Apparently it's the only incident that has yet remained unsolved. Just like BuzzFeed Unsolved. Do you remember that show, Nick? Have you watched their new one yet?
A couple. An unsolved incident?
Yeah, just like Shane and Ryan do. Oh. Now that you mention it, I remember hearing rumors about such a case.
The only magic incident in Labyrinthia to remain unsolved. Huh. Espella, about that incident, could you tell us about it in more detail? I'll have to ask you to stop right there, Defender. Visiting time is up. You're to leave immediately.
No way! We just got to the good part! Mr. Wright, Maya, I really don't know much about that incident, but perhaps you could try asking an Inquisitor about it.
Okay, Espella. Thanks for the help.
Alright, we'll see you again real soon. Keep your spirits up, Espella. Thank you. Take care, both of you. Mr. Wright, Maya, they're both doing so much for me. I wonder if there's anything I could do for both of them in return. The Great Witch Bezella. Until now, I haven't given it much thought.
Oh, fuck. Girl, you good? She's fine.
The Great Witch. The legendary fire. Flames. Inferno.
Oh, my... What is this? My head hurts.
The animation is really beautiful. It's really well done, is the thing.
Oh. What was that? That inferno.
Yeah, what was it, girl?
Were these things my memories?
Wow! Congratulations to the Michigan... What the fuck did that say? Michigan stymies Michael Penix Jr. Washington to claim first national championship since the 1997 season. Congratulations to the Wolverines who did something. Apple News was like, you gotta know about the Michigan Wolverines. Do I? Congratulations to them. Anyway, yeah, that's her trauma, babe. It sounds like they won the championships, Hannah. How do I build fancy music into my flashbacks like Espella did? Yeah, how do I get this cinematic music and, like, gorgeous animation? Ann Arbor is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. Just don't leave, don't go. Don't be there. Don't be there. I hope none of you have to be there. Don't be there. All my folks in Michigan, don't be there.
The town's one and only unsolved incident of magic. Man, I hope we didn't miss too many episodes while we were brainwashed.
I'm sure she said something about an alchemist who lost their life to a witch. You know what? Yeah. It would be really nice if Shane and Ryan were here. I think they're funnier than we are.
Awesome. I'm glad none of you will be there.
An alchemist was attacked? Huh. That sounds like a serious case. The only thing I know about alchemy is from Full Metal Alchemist.
You got that from High Inquisitor Darklove, right?
That's right. When I was searching for Eve last night with Luke, I meant to tell you about it, but it totally slipped my mind. As soon as we left the conversation, it was gone. You know how it is? It was gone. It was gone.
Huh. The only unsolved incident. That's suspicious, alright. This might just be the lead that will take us to the Great Witch.
Okay, let's get to investigating. We can do this thing.
Yeah, so, I guess first we should check out the Inquisitor's Hall, right? We might just learn something there.
Sure, let's get going.
On the other hand, we may just learn how unwelcome we are there.
Hey, come on, Nick. Enough with that wishy-washy attitude.
I didn't even say anything. Get out of my head, Maya.
Wait, what were you guys saying about paper earlier? Double brainwash themselves. So true. Okay, I'm gonna be done because it's after midnight and I have to finish a book tomorrow. So next week we will come back here. Let me think real quick. So on Thursday we are finishing a Nancy Drew game. Hypothetically. And then on Friday, why do I have a flood watch? Why do I have a flood watch? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, we got like 10 inches of snow this weekend, and now we have a severe flood watch? Bitch, everyone's on a fucking flood watch right now. It looks like the entire United States almost, aside from some parts of like the Midwest, like true like mid, are under some kind of severe weather warning. Yeah, Michigan is under a winter weather advisory, except for the thumb. All of Michigan is yellow except for the thumb, and the very top by, not in the UP, but like right at the top of the mitten, that's got some red. New York is red, yellow, and orange. I'm in flood warning, but yeah, it looks like you guys are in wet, dense snow accumulation. Some places have special weather. But yeah, no, there is a lot of weather warnings going on right now. So stay safe if you have a severe weather warning. Stay warm if it's cold, because God, it's freezing right now. And on Friday, I do not know if I'm streaming with Ronnie. Ronnie is going back to school on Friday. So if they are up to it, we will stream AA4. If they are not up to it, I will be streaming more Murder by Numbers. We are almost done with that game. Then Monday we will be back here, and we will be starting the next part of this, which I can't remember where it is, but I know we are coming up on the Jean Grey stuff, right? Jean Grey? Jean Earl? What is her name? I need to go to bed. I'm so tired. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna go lay down, and maybe I'll talk to some of you about Layton. Not Jean Grey Earl, thank you! Oh my god. I was like, none of these are right. I was like, help, help. I was floundering, okay? I need to go to bed. I have like 5 hours of audio to listen to tomorrow. I will talk to you guys whenever I talk to you. And that's all for tonight. Alright, goodbye!